Oh my god, it's Rytlock. That's pretty good. That's incredibly good, actually. How have you done it that well? That looks like a tonic almost. No way!
Hi. Yeah, I'm the one who replicated and was apparently using a tonic, but not really. It really caught the attention of WoodenPotatoes when he was live streaming. So for this video, I wanted to show you how you can create your own lookalike NPC character. That is, if you have any interest of doing so. First step you're going to want to do is try and find a character that you want to replicate. And there are tons in the game that you can replicate. Some that are easier to replicate than others. Some armors are more difficult to find. Some are locked behind gem store exclusive. Some are locked behind tons of different achievements that you have to do, and some are just really hard to get. Like some items you would think, this is pretty easy to get, but no, like these shoulder pads, I had to grind for so long in PvP to get these shoulder pads. I suggest doing some research first before just jumping into it and assuming that it's easy. Once you find the character that you want, you're going to want to customize it quite a fair bit. Most of the time when you create your character in the beginning of the game, you won't be able to get it anywhere close to where you want it to be. I suggest getting a total makeover kit. This item is super important once you find the NPC, so you can stand right next to the NPC and try and match it up to see, okay, is my character the same height? Are the face structures as close as I can get? There's tons of comparisons you can make with your character once you find a map instance where that NPC is located.
Knock, knock. Who's there? You. Buying an apple?
Now, me personally, I think I'm kind of a perfectionist when I want my character to look super identical to how these characters are. Like, I'm talking, I want the same eye color, I want the same armor dyes, I want the same height, I want the same head features. It takes a really long time for me to get the characters how I want them to look like. If you can't find an instance of where the character is, well, the first thing you probably should do if you have two monitors is to do something like this. Find a photo of the NPC and kind of compare it.
But I didn't think you could do the face. I thought that the faces were locked.
There are some things in the game you cannot replicate 100%. ArenaNet makes sure that their characters stand out. For example, a Char cannot have his teeth all the way in. And the NPC character of Rytlock, he has his teeth all the way in his mouth. So for my clone, he's not super identical. You'll see there's typically a couple of features that you can't get identical. You can't get the same hair dye color for this haircut. It's almost impossible to find the right dye colors for Kaith. I cannot find the correct dyes. If someone out there actually knows what dyes to use for this character, let me know, because I have no idea. Another example is like Logan Factory. His facial feature you can't mimic on the character selection screen. It just won't let you do that. So I tried my best to get as close as I can. So depending on how close you want the characters to look like, it can take some time, patience, and lots of comparison. If you have two monitors, I highly suggest using another photo to match up with. Just try your best to see what it looks like. Now, if you want to be creative and you don't want to mimic a character, there are different outfits you can put them in. You can think, oh, in a different reality, maybe this character is doing this kind of thing, or he looks this way in this kind of environment. And that's where the creative aspect of it is really cool.
I'm extremely impressed by that, and I don't really care about Fashion Wars. Well done.
Thanks for watching, and as always, stay hydrated, gamers.